if we look at sterling, I think perhaps some nervousness is beginning to creep in, or at least it should be creeping in. But again, if we look at the performance of the currency in the year to date, it is the best performing G10 currency. And that suggests to me that sterling has tended to trade with a glass half full approach. So for instance, last week when we had UK lawmakers vote for a delay, I think the market assumed that there would be a delay. But of course, we've got a few other hurdles to cross before that. We do need to wait to see what the EU will give the UK in terms of a delay. They've said that they will only grant that delay if there is a concrete reason. And of course, there's a big split in the UK cabinet as to what those reasons should be, even how long the delay should be. So there is still that risk of a hard Brexit next week, or if a short delay is granted, potentially at the end of a 3-month period. So there is still a lot to play for, and a lot of nervousness should really be sinking into the market in the UK.
So you're in charge of strategy. What is the strategy for investors and traders right now, not just with sterling, but with euro sterling as well? How exactly are people positioned, or should be positioned, for the eventual outcomes and what the possibilities are that they could come to fruition?
Well, the market is certainly less short than it was in sterling, and looking at the way it's been trading recently, there has been this performance whereby it gets bought on dips. And again, this is part of the glass half full. The market is of the view that as long as there is the will in Parliament to avoid a hard Brexit or no deal Brexit, as long as there is the will in Europe to avoid that, and as long as the electorate doesn't want it, a hard Brexit that is, then it will be avoided. But of course, as you say, 9 days to go, and as we stand, the UK legally is positioned for a hard Brexit to drop over the edge of that cliff. So there is still a lot to be done to avoid that. And so we do see a little bit of volatility, we do see some nervousness, but because the market has been assuming that we will get a deal, a Brexit deal, and a hard Brexit will be avoided, yes, there is room for celebration in sterling, room for some upside if we do get that deal and a hard Brexit is categorically taken off the table. But I don't think the market's very prepared for a hard Brexit. And if that was the instance, well, I think sterling really would fall really very rapidly.